Okay, in drug proving, till now we have seen about the definition of drug proving. Okay, then history part of drug proving. Then after that we have seen about the this what is the disadvantage and advantage of animal proving. Okay, now we will proceed to human proving. Okay, actually this drug proving is related with the human proving. Okay, means healthy human being we take healthy human beings. Okay, in human proving is it is divided into four part. Okay, a, b, c or d. Okay, so first a part. Okay, just see b human proving, of which a proving on sick person, aphorism number 107 or section 107 should not be done because why. Okay, why you not do any type of proving on sick person. Okay, the that reason is sick person already has a symptom. Okay, and what medicine will just produce some symptom that they both will mix and it will make us confused. Okay, that's why the true effect of medicine can seldom be distinctly observed as the symptom of the natural disease, and the peculiar alternation of the medicines are mixed up even though they be administered singly or alone. Okay, you are using one medicine, you are using two or three medicine, but just it will mix up and it will just make you confused. Okay, actually what is the exact symptom of that what medicine you have given. Okay, point number two, in disease state the person may be hypersensitive or hyposensitive, and so the intensity of symptom may be increased or decreased accordingly. Okay, means sometimes it happens the same type of problem is there. If disease symptom and the medicine symptom both will mix, and it will increase the symptom and it will increase the problem. Okay, and because of that the person may become hypersensitive or person may become hyposensitive. Okay, the exact intensity of the problem we will not understand. Okay, third point, if accidentally the symptom of the medicine are similar to the disease, he will be cured or be, partially relieved. uh, then the symptom of the disease not of the drug shall be visible externally. Okay, if accidentally or by luck, okay, if same symptom is there, okay, medicine symptom and the disease symptom will be same, then what will happen, cure will take place, and after some time that person will be okay and you will not understand the exact symptoms what that drug is giving. Okay, then fourth point, if the drug used is of appropriate nature, he will to his disease it will bring temporary relief. Okay, means sometimes because of the same type of symptoms, okay, it may happen he will get the temporary relief, and this will make again a confusion. Okay, then fifth point, if the drug is dissimilar to the disease, either there will be no effect or will form a complex disease. Okay, means like disease symptom is different from the drug symptom, then it will mix up and it will make the complex disease. Okay, it means we will not understand exact which are the disease symptom, which are the drug symptom, and they all will compile together and mix and we will be confused. Okay, these 5 points are important. Okay, why if any person is deceased, okay, person or sick person, why we are not giving the medicine or why we are not doing the drug proving. Okay, this 5 point you have to remember. Okay, means in sick person why we are not doing drug proving, why we are doing drug proving only on healthy person. Okay, the reason is these 5 points are okay, so that's why just you have to know these 5 points. Okay, next B, proving on healthy human being. About this, it is given in aphorism number 108. Proving on sick person is given in aphorism number or section 107. Okay. Proving on healthy person is given in section 108. Okay. So what is this? The best possible way of ascertaining the pure and peculiar effect of the medicine is to make a proving by administering several medicine experimentally on healthy human being in moderate dose. Okay, dose should be very low. Okay, moderate dose, and it should be given to a healthy human being or healthy person. Okay, then advantages, except the negligible amount of the disadvantage, human proving serves all our purpose. They are, what is the purpose? These are the first, subjective and mental with their modalities and concomitants may only be recorded in the human proving. Okay, that already we have discussed in the disadvantage of the animal proving. Okay, then point 2. From such proving, we get pure and accurate pathogenetic effect of the medicine, which helps to cure the natural disease on the basis of symptom similarity. Okay, means on the basis of symptom similarity, we will get the symptomatology or symptom. Okay, that is the pathogenetic effect of the medicine. Okay, administration of medicine on healthy human being gives resp- uh, response property according to the full capability of vital force. Okay, means that on healthy persons this drug will give their effect on full, uh, they will give their full effect. Okay, so that we can understand the proper effect of medicine when any person is diseased. Okay, then next is the peculiar characteristics of the drug. The rare unusual symptoms that distinguish it from all other is only possible during the human proving, especially from the susceptible one. Okay, means when you will later on you will study in second year, third year, fourth year, especially when you will study the materia medica and repertory. Okay, you will get that there are many peculiar symptoms are there. Okay, in one materia medica only like very peculiar type of symptoms are there in only one medicine. Okay, so this type of symptom you will get. Okay, other than this you will get the peculiar symptoms, means out of suppose you have 50 persons are there, 50 proving persons are there, on which only one person can give the symptom, that is called as peculiar symptom. Okay, so this type of peculiar or idiosyncratic patients are there. Okay, so this type of symptoms can only be collected from the healthy human proving. Okay, now we will come to point number C. Okay, that is qualities of a human prover. Okay, that is, this is again important. Okay, what is a qualities of a prover, or what is the qualities of a ideal prover? Okay, many times came as a short note. Okay, what is the qualities of a ideal prover? Okay, this came many times as a short note. Okay, ideal prover, the qualities of an ideal prover is first, the person should be healthy. Okay, the prover must possesses sound health, free from diseases and individuals, and can determine the effect of medicine very distinctly. Okay, means the person should be healthy. Okay, means as per WHO guidelines, physical, mental and social well-being. Okay, so on that remark or that parameter, the person should be healthy. Okay, what is the second point? Intelligent. Okay, intelligent means he should be clever. Okay, he should have a general knowledge. Okay, means general common sense. Okay, most important is common sense. Okay, because intelligence you cannot judge. Okay, but just by giving 100, 500, 200 questions you cannot judge any person's intelligence. Okay, this is just a person should have a common sense. Okay, general knowledge. Okay, what judgment or what they are thinking, they should be a normal to human being. Okay, so that is the intelligent. Okay, then delicate, irritable and sensitive. Delicate means they should be soft. Okay, then they can be not so much tough. Okay, they should be soft, they can say their sensation. Okay, I mean they should be not like that ki their hands are so hard or they are so much hard that if you put their hand on very cold water or hot water they will not give any sensation. Okay, so this type of person is not useful. Okay, they should have a sensitivity. Okay, delicate. Then irritable, they should be irritable. Okay, means they have all the normal human emotion should be there. Okay, weeping, laughing. Okay, then there should be sadness, happiness. Okay, all the uh, human emotion should be there. Okay, then sensitive. Okay, the person should be sensitive to all the environment. Okay, cold, rain, heat. Okay, then sunny weather, cold weather, all this type of weather, the person should be sensitive. Okay, lover of the truth. Okay, that is the most important. Okay, lover of the truth, or the person should be honest. Okay, that is most important. Okay, in medical field or in this medical fraternity, it is very much important. Okay, a person should be honest. Okay, honesty is very much important in this field. Okay, the lover of truth. Okay, temperate, temperate in all respect of delicate feeling, who can direct the most minute attenuation to his sensation. Okay, means any changes in his body or mind that can be properly noticed and the person can tell to the person who is doing the process of proving. Okay, means the person should be very much sensitive. Okay, any changes in his body or mind, okay, that can be easily just he can easily able to tell the person. Okay, then one, it is given in aphorism number or section 137. He must avoid all the overexertion of mind and body, disturbing possessions and distractions. Okay, at that time when proving is going on, okay, important thing is person should be just in his normal routine. Okay, there should not be too much happiness, not too much sadness. Okay, there should not be any type of strain. Okay, nothing should be there. Okay, the person should be in a just a general behavior. Okay, and his life should be also, his or her life should be also okay, not in any type of threat or any type of problem. Okay, in general living should be there. Okay, then one again, best prover, who is the best prover? Okay, question came, who is the best prover? The healthy, unprejudiced and sensitive physician himself is a best prover. Remember it, star it. Okay, the healthy, unprejudiced and sensitive physician himself is the best prover. Okay, healthy, you understand, unprejudiced, okay, and sensitive. Sensitive will understand, but here unprejudiced. Okay, unprejudiced means the person who has their own thinking. Okay, they are not like that key, means they are not thinking anything is happening, it is happening. Okay, means just they are not putting any effort, they are just following others without thinking, understanding anything. That is called as a prejudiced. Okay, in aphorism number 5 it is written, a physician should not be a prejudiced person. Okay, means why? Because suppose I am giving some medicine without thinking, without doing anything. Okay, you also give the same medicine. Okay, this is called as a prejudicial. Okay, means you are just like a follower. Okay, you are not thinking, you are not using your common sense, you are not using your uh, general knowledge. Okay, so all these things are called as a prejudiced. Okay, so who is the best prover? In aphorism number 141 it is given, the healthy, unprejudiced, and sensitive physician himself is the best prover. Remember it. Okay. Choice of the prover. Okay. Next, D. Or after that, 3. Okay. Third point, idiosyncratic prover. Okay. Already we have talked. Idiosyncratic means peculiar person. I have given you example. Suppose in a class 50 students are there. I told everyone to smell the smell of rose. Okay. But everyone is okay. But one student is just after that is smell sneezing. Okay, that is called as idiosyncratic or peculiar. Okay, idiosyncratic person is the best possible prover of the substances in which he is idiosyncratic. Okay, means he can give a peculiar type of or a separate type of symptom. Okay, that's why he is the he is also, he or she is also a good prover. Okay, but the best prover is the healthy, unprejudiced, sensitive, and sensitive physician is a best prover. Okay. Then B. Okay. Next point is the choice of a prover. Okay. The medicine must be tested on both sexes, male and female, in different ages, and may individual with various constitutions. Okay, various constitution. That constitution may be physical constitution and mental constitution. Okay, constitution already we have talked. Okay, means this is the quality of their mind and physique. Okay, somebody will be tall, somebody will be short. Okay, somebody will be fair, somebody will be dark. Okay, somebody will be fat, somebody will be lean, thin. Okay, this is the physical constitution. Mentally, some gets angry easily, some has a whipping disposition, some are joyful. Okay, that is different type of tendencies there. Okay, that is called as a mental. This that is called as a this mental constitution. Okay, both males and females. Okay, it is important because physiology of male and female is very much difference. Okay, human drug proving must be done in both sexes because the following causes. What is the reason? In order to reveal the alternation of the healthy they produce in the sexual sphere. Okay, uh, this physical by mind and by physiology. Okay, and by the some body organs are also separate in male and female. That's why to see the action of that thing in male and female, it is important to do proving on male and female. Okay. Then in order to reveal the alternation of the healthy that produce in the sexual spheres, okay, aphorism number 127 or section 127 it is given. Okay, male and females are different in anatomical, physiological, psychological spheres. Okay, so to treat the disease of both sexes, we must know the pathogenetic power of the medicine on sexual sphere. Okay, then third point is moreover there are certain diseases which are specific for male and some for female. So for the treatment of specific diseases, we must know the effects of the drug through drug proving on both sexes. Okay, just I have given example. Okay, like some ovarian cyst. Okay, there will be no possibility of ovarian cyst in male. Okay, prostates. Okay, enlargement of prostate. Okay, prostatic enlargement, swelling of prostate gland. This is only possible in male. Okay, so like that. Okay, many things are different. Then different ages. Okay, drugs should be proved in persons of different age because of the following. Okay, means it should be proved on pediatric patient, it should be proved on adult patient, it should be proved on this geriatric patient or old patient. Okay, physical appearance, anatomical development and functions which according to the age we have to treat the person on different age groups. So we must certain of the curative effect of the medicines in different age groups. Okay, with different age groups there are physiological changes are there, pathological changes are there. Okay, old patients have different other type of problems are there. Okay, that's why proving should be done from pediatric to geriatric. Okay, then next there are diseases which are more common in certain age. Example, measles, whooping cough, rheumatic fever, or common in children, whereas the enlargement of prostate and cataracts are common in the old persons or aged persons. Okay, then susceptibilities and physical irritability varies with age. Okay, means your susceptibility, your behavioral changes. Okay, your like getting angry. Okay, calmness. Okay, all these things changes with the age. Okay, next is the many individuals. Okay, drug proving should be always, it should be done in many individuals. It is given in section 136 of 6th edition of organon. Drug proving must be done on many individuals. All the symptoms peculiar to your medicine do not appear in any person, nor all one, nor in the same experiment, but some occurs in one person chiefly at one time, often again during the second or third trial. Aphorism number 134. So in order to get the whole pathogenetic power of the medicine, proving should be done in many different individuals varying in their corporeal and mental constitutions. Aphorism number 136. Okay, that's why we cannot just do drug proving on one or two or three individuals. We need a persons. Okay, a number of persons for the drug proving, so that we can confirm the what symptom is coming, that is not a placebo effect or just that are not the fake effect. Okay, methods of preparation of drug for proving. Okay, it is important. Aphorism number 123. Okay, means you should have a quality controlled genuine medicine. That is important. Okay, if you don't have quality controlled genuine medicine, what you will do? Okay, the process of proving all will go in vain. Okay, means that all will be the just wastage. Okay, that's why it is important. Okay, then indigenous plants. Okay, there should be administered in the forms of fleshy experiment juice mixed with a little alcohol to prevent its spoiling. Okay, means this is just a process of making mother tincture. Okay, so every time you have to use the indigenous plant. Okay, already we have talked. Indigenous plant have a more medicinal quality, more alkaloids. Okay, that's why we need an indigenous plant. Okay, we will not use the exogenous plants or which is from outside and just we are growing in that soil. Okay, then exotic or foreign vegetables. Exotic vegetables are prepared in the forms of a powder or tincture which alcohol they were in the fresh state and afterwards mixed with a certain proportion of water. Okay, means this exogenous plants, if you are not getting any indigenous plant, then you can use exogenous plant, but you have, there is also some rule regulation. Okay, this you have to confirm with the GMP and genuineness of that particular medicine. Okay, salts and gums, salts, gums, alkaloids, okay, however should be dissolved in water just before it should be given. Okay, so total it is related with the genuineness and quality of the medicine. Okay. Dry and weak medicinal substances, dry plants available only on dry states are cut into small pieces, and a infusion is made by pouring boiling water, and if are swallowed while still warm. Alcohol is not adjusted because all expresses vegetable juices and all aqueous infusion of the herbs rapid passes into the fermentation and decomposition is preserved. Okay, means this is totally related with the genuineness of medicine. Okay, so that is the separate part. Okay, but just you have to confirm with the genuineness of your medicine what you are using. Okay. The next part is the doses and mode of administration. Okay, again it is a separate chapter. Dose or posology is separate chapter. Okay, but just we have to know the doses of the medicine. Okay, strong medicine, strong heroic medicines are liable and even in small doses to produce changes in the healthy even or robust persons. Okay, means any type of habit forming medicine or poisonous drug, they should always be given in very small dose, so that just they will put a small that will give a big, in a small dose they will give their proper effect. Okay, milder medicines, okay, milder medicines must be given in more considerable quantities. Aphorism number 121. Okay, weaker medicines can be given in larger dose. Okay, mode of administration, how will you give the medicine? Potentized medicine should be given in proper on a empty stomach daily from 4 to 6 globules. Okay, you have to give to medicine in the form of 4 to 6 globules. Okay, then most recent and advantage observation should be crude drug substances. Okay, then potentized drug medicine by dynamizing dynamic planes so that the can act on the dynamic vital force. Okay, always these homeopathic medicines. Okay, if they have some toxic effect or they have addictive effect, they should be given in a low dose. Okay, but it should be seen that they are just affecting on your dynamic plane, not in the physiological plane. Okay, then more medicines if indicated, if the effect of the doses are slight, a few more globules may be given. Okay, taken daily. Okay, then all these things are the process of how you will give medicines to your proving persons. Okay, now recording of the symptom, how will you record the symptom? Just imagine everything. Okay, means just you have, first you know the definition of drug proving. Okay, then it is elaborated, you have gone through the history part of the drug proving, then you have gone through the which type of, why it should not be the animal proving should not be done, then human proving part you have gone, then genuineness of medicine. After genuineness of medicine, how, which type of dose you have to give to your prover, then after that how will you record the symptom. Okay, this is just imagine. Okay, this is step by step process, you have to imagine these things. Okay, so that you can easily remember. Okay, how to go ahead. Okay, then next is the recording of the symptoms to be recorded during proving. Okay, the symptoms should be recorded. Okay, means different type of symptom. Narcotic substances have different type of symptom. Then uh, modalities should be recorded. Okay, then proving on sick persons should not be done. Okay, then how to note the above symptoms. Okay, then if person is literate. Okay, suppose you have got a person or prover who is literate. Okay, then you don't need to do much hard work because you can communicate properly with the literate person. Okay, then literate prover, one aphorism number or section 139, he must note down the distinctly the sensations, suffering, accidents and changes in um, health by experience at the time of the ingestion of the medicine. Okay, when as soon as he takes the medicine, every day he or she has to give the symptoms what he or she is feeling. Okay, then illiterate prover. Okay, if your prover is illiterate, okay, means on whom you are doing the proving, that if the person is illiterate, then you have to do some efforts. Okay, because you have to do some extra effort related with the these. Okay, that is the proving cannot write. The physician must inquire everything concerning the nature of the symptoms and the manner in which appears. The physician must note down the sensations. Okay, means at this time, like every evening, he will go. Okay, and they will talk with the persons. Okay, then after that, physician is the best prover. Okay, always remember, okay, physician is the best prover because of the following advantage. Okay, means a honest, okay, honest physician, okay, sensitive physician is the best prover. Okay, question sometimes comes, who is the best prover? Okay, the best prover is the healthy, unprejudiced and sensitive physician himself is the best prover. Okay, then after that we will see that the physician know the great certainty of the things he had um, experimented in on persons. Okay, the physician has a knowledge or idea about the drug proving. He know that materia medica, he know the process of symptomatology. That's why he can just write all the symptoms in his own materia medica language, and he can understand the appearance and disappearance of the symptoms. Okay, then medicinal quality of all drugs he lies in the changes of the health. Okay, then by such noteworthy uh, self observation, the physician himself is trained to do the things. Okay, then after that, precautions to be taken during proving. Okay, what precautions should be taken? Okay, means medicine should be of good quality. Okay, it must be taken preferably simple, okay, unadulterated form. Okay, then the person should be honest. Okay, then the medicine must not be given to the several successive days. Okay, you have to confirm the dates. Okay, then regarding prover, okay, the prover should be uh, diet should be restricted. Okay, then medicine should be restricted. Okay, and their lifestyle should be restricted. All these things you have to take care. Okay, then there should be mental exertion restriction should be also there. Okay,